We know prices are going down. How far will they go down? And when will they start going up the other way? We're going to look at some information, some documented previous price reduction predictions, and see how right they were. And see if the price predictions by those same authorities are giving any comfort right now. We're going to look at the similarities between the Great Financial Crisis, the S&L crisis, times like that before, and the current market shift to a buyer's market so that we can get an idea of how long this downtrend will be, how much it will be, when we'll start going up the other side, so that way nobody is afraid they're catching a major falling knife, and also that they're getting their foot in the market before they miss the chance. So that's what we're doing. We are at a critical phase right now. See, if you can't go the distance to go out to the outskirts of town, but you still need an affordable house, and you can't buy a house closer, maybe you can afford a townhome. And a townhome is different than a condominium because you own the land. A townhome is a way to go for something that is a lower price range, but is not a condominium. Sometimes they're attached. We're going to find out which these are at Hawes Crossing. Now, Lennar is giving away some amazing incentives right now. Price reductions like galore. I'm going to see if they're really something worth shouting about. Mark and I have done real estate investing, fixing and flipping, helping home buyers and home sellers, appraising real estate for over 30 years. I don't know too many other agents that are out there doing YouTube that have that to say. So I got to be kind of proud about that, because we've been through multiple market shifts. And yes, each time they said, well, this isn't like the one before. Yeah, we know history doesn't repeat itself, but it does rhyme. And so we want to share what they predicted before. And before that, though, we have to take a look at these townhomes because they might be a very good deal for some home buyers that I know that are preparing to get into the housing market with a good deal, with a lower interest rate paid off by the builder and a price reduced on a sale that they want to get rid of. So let's go check it out. So this whole community is so well done, but these townhomes are the smallest of all the designs. They have single family homes in here, and this townhome is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but like I said, it is a townhome attached, and we'll see the rest of the community later. Into the first bedroom, which is a really nice, good sized bedroom. So you've got one on the bottom floor, and then you have the shower. Got a shower there, good size too. Tall ceilings. You have the double sink. Love it. Double sink, which is really important if you're sharing. And then you've got a walk-in closet here. So out in the hall, I expected a coat closet, but actually under the stairs is where they hide the hookups for laundry. And this is, I assume this is to the garage. Yes. So this is to the 2-car garage. It's a little area here where you can drop off your keys. And then you go directly upstairs. Oh, that's cute. So got a good size floor here with the living area, great room concept, and a nice roomy area for a dining room table, and a good sized kitchen. So lots of cabinets, We're almost to the top there, but it's a good size kitchen with lots of cabinets. Really cute. And it looks like electric. You got the microwave, range, stove, dishwasher, fridge behind me. And this one has a really nice view out there. Really good size balcony, which looks so pleasant. Have a little sitting area out there. And okay, let's see what's back here. Okay, that's the pantry. Got a good sized pantry here. And going to the right here, we have another bathroom. That's your whole bathroom there. And you have 2 bedrooms. How cute is that? And the 3rd bedroom here. Cozy. Okay, so there's that. What you got for a little over 1,300 square feet. So at first glance, I looked at them, I thought that these are kind of small. But then I thought, instead of an apartment or condominium, you're owning the land here. You're owning your own townhome. And they're very nice. They're very well built. This is selling. This is a large community. There's parks throughout. There's amenities like pickleball courts. There's really nice green belts. There's also a community pool that it was awesome. If you hold on, you'll see the community pool is got like some play things in it, splash pad type of things. There's barbecue areas and ramadas. There is basketball courts. This area is located also, which is really significant. It's located right near the 202 and the 60. So that intersection where you can get anywhere around the valley. And this area is also just north of the airport. You're right north of Mesa Gateway Airport. If anybody works at the airport, you're also just northwest of Eastmark and all the facilities like the Amazon plant is there. You've got distribution centers all over in Eastmark. You've got, the Facebook, the Google, all those kind of major tech corridor along Elliott. The Elliott Mesa Tech Corridor is right there. So I'm thinking, if anybody's working at any of these facilities, this would be really nice that they wouldn't have to rent. They could actually own their own place instead of renting an apartment. And like I said, the facilities, the community amenities are really nice. They've got a lot of covered spaces where you can gather, a very large, nice fenced gated pool, a community pool there with lots of lounge chairs, nice palm trees, very, very beautiful, and a very big, large covered area with restrooms there. And that's typical with townhomes. You move into a townhome as a way to get into the market. My first home was a condo. It wasn't even a 2-bedroom. It wasn't even a 3-bedroom like this. It was actually a 1-bedroom condo. Yep. And of course, from there, I moved up to a 2-bedroom home and then a 3-bedroom home. And ever since then, and that was the late 1980s. We're talking when I started getting into real estate, 1980s. Yes, folks. And, since then, we fixed and flipped over 50 homes, had rentals, helped people appraise and buy and sell real estate. And so this is showing you just what's possible, what you can do. This is, if you're living in this area anyway, there is a way that you can get your foot in the door. Now, you have to, like I said, you got to ask for things. Like you need to ask for the appliances, need to ask for them to pay closing costs. We fight for that for our clients. Yes, we go to bat for our clients whether buyer or seller at the time. Now, for a buyer, yes, we would ask for all the appliances, also window coverings. This location is really accessible to other than Walmart. You've got the Fry's Marketplace right down the street. You've got Safeway down the street the other direction. So it's really a good location, especially next to that 202. But now let's get into a little bit of analysis to see what those guys thought about in the Great Financial Crisis versus what they're saying now. Case-Shiller Home Price Index projected a decline in home prices, estimated drop of approximately 10% to 15% in certain markets. Predictions were based on the housing market downturn, which was influenced by rising foreclosure rates and subprime mortgage issues. Those are the big differences right now. We don't have foreclosure rates spiking because we don't have a subprime market like there was. 2008, they had to adjust that quite a bit because they predicted a price drop, indicated a home price drop could be approximately 30% from the peak of 2006 to trough 2009. So they really upped the downward trend prediction from, what did it say, 15% to 30%. So they were wrong. So that it was much worse than they thought it would be. So this means that a large percentage of sellers are offering around $10,000 towards buyers' closing costs, which is helping buyers to keep their costs down. Price reductions are up. So weekly price reductions have increased. And we can see in 2024, the price reduction was averaging at 9,000. Now the price reductions average 12,000. But right now, this is the big indicator right here. The Phoenix Metro was among them, with wages up 9.3% between March 2024 and March 2025. So the past year, there's been an increase in wages of over 9%. That is a very good sign. This methodology is very good. So the Cromford Report methodology, if you were to take the average, the median appreciation rate over 25 years from 2000 to Q1 2000 to Q1 2025, the median appreciation rate equals 5.3% positive appreciation. Q1 2000 to Q1 2004 of 4.65. Let's take that of 4.65, so a conservative percentage. So then you would be right here, okay? If over all those years, and we're talking from 2000, if you were to paint, instead of this up and down, where you're ending up is just as if you drew a more gradual line of the average appreciation up to here. And where we sit now is a median price of 450,000. So let's say on a conservative amount, you were to offer less based on the more conservative appreciation rate, that would be 437,000, which is off by 3%. That's a negative 3%. I think that's better. I do. I think that's better. Like I was saying, if you want to be conservative and you want to offer less, you want to make sure you're covered, then think about a price that's going to go down over the next year, not 2% like Case-Shiller says, but 4%. Even if you think that the doomsday YouTubers and their algorithms are more correct, and remember, these are only estimates, these are predictions that they pull out of the sky based on their algorithms, and these are all based on different algorithms. None of them are positive, and none of them can confirm that that's what it's going to be in a year from now, that it's going to be down 30%. So let's say that you wanted to be covered. You can't offer more than that for 3 or 4% off of a home. You can offer 10%, 10 or 15%. Let's say that you want to be really careful. You can offer 10 to 15% off of your purchase price right now. We have a documented video of our buyers saying, market melting got us a lower price when everybody was competing and paying above list price. So you can get a lower, especially in a buyer's market, you can get a lower offer accepted.
Based on the Cromford report and the index, you can see here that the major buyers markets right now are Cave Creek, Peoria, Goodyear, Surprise, Queen Creek, Buckeye, Maricopa. We've actually helped some buyers put in offers on short sales and foreclosure sales and distressed sales in Maricopa. And Gold Canyon has a ton of inventory, so offer less in Gold Canyon.
Hey, if you enjoy everything we try to bring to you with large amounts of value so that you can make an informed decision on your real estate, please like and subscribe. Share this with people that you love because that's what we want. We want you to be in control as the home buyers and home sellers out there. We want you to know the facts. We want you to know the truth because we've seen this for over 30 years. We've been doing this and we've seen shifty markets where people were taken advantage of. And I hate seeing that. We don't want to see that. So keep following our channel because we give you live, up-to-date information, not hype. This isn't a doom and gloom channel. This is the reality and this is not lies. This is the current stuff that matters so you can make an informed decision with your real estate needs. Our excellence through experience. That's what we're here to share. And we come to you with just all honesty, no doom and gloom, and no fluff. Thanks again for following, watching, or growing our channel, but it can't go fast enough. We want to get to 1,000. That's all. Just 1,000 subscribers. So please like and subscribe and follow for more. We'll see you next week.